Hey guys, quick reminder that You Know Better is going to be released tomorrow, April 23rd, all digital platforms. So if you want to hear it, you can go and find it. And I thought meet you guys here in the kitchen, and it's where I met a lot of you for the first time. So if you want to stick around, I made a quick little video about between the lines and behind the scenes of the inspiration for that song. So if you would like to keep watching, please do. Otherwise, I will see y'all tomorrow, and go download, listen to, stream You Know Better. All right, thanks guys. All right, so let's talk about You Know Better. Excuse the wildlife in the background if you hear the geese. I don't know if it's geese mating season or not, but they are after something. Anyway, I think they already mated because now I see a bunch of babies. I digress. You Know Better. I was sitting about in this very spot. As a matter of fact, I know it was when I came up with the inspiration for this song. I was talking to a very dear loved one, and happened to be going through a really, really hard time. And it, tears your heart out because, for anybody that's been through that and that has struggled, you want to help people. You want to help people through it, and sometimes you can't. But you know what it feels like, and you know that they're going to come out on the other side. So anyway, that being said, I was having a conversation, and I just said, you know better than this. I know that what you're doing is hard, but you weren't raised this way. You know better. You're strong, and you can do it. So that triggered the little songwriter brain of mine, and kind of the best way I know to tell somebody I love them is, or I hate them, is to write a song about it. I don't hate anybody. So anyway, yeah, that's where it started, from that conversation, just from the heart. And I've been through some struggles myself, or I had been through some struggles. I was actually in a really good spot. And I didn't want to sound preachy, so I kind of started on these verses, and you walk into a dive bar by yourself, and that takes some guts. It does. I don't know if you guys have ever done that before, but walking in somewhere alone can be very scary. It can be very empowering, and you can be anybody you want to be. Nobody knows you, and you can walk out of there with some amazing friends, which, if you do it right, that's usually what happens. So anyway, yeah, that's really no more than that. It's just kind of like facing your fears and knowing that you can start over and you can be anybody that you want to be. So that's kind of what verse 1 is about. And then move on to the drink, of course, and kind of your way down is almost like a spiral. I didn't want to focus on that for the title of the song, so we'll get to the end in a minute, obviously. But yeah, so you know better, I actually don't really say until the very end of the song, so it's basically a bunch of verses and no chorus. Makes no sense, but sometimes the song calls for that, so you just go with it. And anyway, the brown liquor reference, I'm not a brown liquor girl. I'm not. I'll drink it. I'll drink pretty much anything but Fireball. But when I think of brown liquor, I think of, the heartache, and it's troubled to me. It's muddy, it's pain, it's what you drink when it hurts. And that's why I chose the brown liquor reference. And, I do know what it feels like to be lied to. I know that it hurts. I know what it's like to be searching and blindsided, and it's part of going through life. So anyway, not to get too deep into that, but the reference about kind of being in the hometown and letting people down, I think I've always been kind of afraid of that. You grow up with people and you have so much respect for your friends and the people in your community and the people that raised you, and you just want to make everybody proud, and sometimes no matter how hard you try, you can't, and you want to, really, really badly. But, you know, you do the best you can. I did throw, speaking of hometowns and family, the weather reference is technically for my dad because he is a weatherman. So I had to throw that shameless plug reference in there about the circumstances changing just like the weather. I don't know. He popped into my head, so I was like, this is the perfect time. Perfect line. So thanks, Dad. And, you know, when we were recording this song, first time I sang it out, I think I was in Nashville, actually, at the Nashville Craft Show, and I got very emotional about it. I just started thinking about the conversation that spurred the whole inspiration for the song, and I had to get it together, you know, be a professional, in and out. Made it through, but there were some cracks in the vocals, and I think that's what makes it real. So, you know, I think I played it on Facebook Live a couple times, and there's usually a different vibe during those shows, so I didn't really think that much about it. And we got into the studio to record it, Nashburg Studios, with Wes, and they started playing the track, and he had put some piano on it, and you guys will hear that piano in the track, but he laid down the piano track to it, and it just, like, it came alive. I don't know how to explain it. It gave me chills. And, you know, you take a song that's a piece of paper and a conversation, and you put a guitar to it, and you put some feeling behind it, and sometimes just that one instrument changes everything. And sometimes all it needs is one instrument. So we didn't do drum tracks. We didn't do rhythm. We didn't do bass. Just a simple guitar, piano, vocal is really what I thought this song needed, because it's more about a message than the music. So anyway, I think it complements it very nicely. So with that being said, I'll try to wrap this up. I know we're going on a hot minute, but thank you. If you have stuck around this long, thank you. I appreciate it. And if you like it, let me know. I'll do more of these background videos where I'll ramble about the inspiration. So anyway, yeah, got into the studio, went to cut the vocals and heard that piano track, and I lost it. I couldn't get through the second verse, and I had to take a break. And so you may hear a little bit of a quiver or a crack, or, you know, something that's a little off in that first verse, and that's the way I wanted to keep it. I could have gone back and redone it again after I collected myself, but I didn't. I had to redo a couple of spots because, you know, I was snotty, so can't have that on a track. But I think if you listen really closely, at the very end of the track, you do hear me sniffle. I think you'll hear it. Don't tell Wes and the producers over at Nashburg about that, because I totally missed it. But I like the fact that it's in there, because that was part of the emotion that went into the song. So anyway, I digress. I have taken up enough of your time, but I do appreciate you spending it with me. You know, I'm not saying that I know it all, but what I was trying to say with this song is that you do know better. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you like it, and I hope you like this video. I will see you all around real soon, and y'all take care of each other. Love one another. Mwah. Thanks.